Hello?
The idea that the robots are coming to displace all of these so-called blue-collar jobs has been around for 15 years.
No one is saying anything at any point in time, even if they would never say those things.
Yeah, send me that, bro.
You're at a postal warehouse right now.
Second youngest son. He's suggesting it came out of nowhere. What we subsequently learned...
They could have me say things like, I don't know, Killmonger was right.
Now, it's AI.
This is a deepfake example of what is possible with powerful computer and editing.
Ben Carson is in the sunken place.
That's an AI?
How about this? Simply, President Trump is a total and complete dictator.
What is this real existential thing? Come to move my cheese, right?
Yo,
Was that you that just called me?
no, I didn't call you.
Brother, this AI dude, somebody just called me off your line and said, yo, send me the address to the warehouse.
What?
AI has been on the rise for years now, you know. We've seen it through thousands of things, from generating images, it'll pick a spot for you to eat at, and it can do whatever this is.
Now I'm getting paid cash without
Riveting stuff. It's practically used in everything, and it's only getting stronger by the day. Look at this clip from a year ago compared to what AI can do now.
What's happening? What's happening? Hey!
Now, that video itself isn't scary. I don't think anyone's threatened by Will Smith and his spaghetti, but what happens when someone decides to do this to somebody important? Somebody vulnerable. Somebody like you.
With AI being as accessible as ever, anyone could use it for just about anything they want. Students use it to make their lives easier, the government uses it to create algorithms, certain basement dwellers use it to violate defenseless, unknowing victims. What happens when those students become doctors? You can't ask ChatGPT how to remove a brain tumor mid-surgery. And what happens when those algorithms start to create outputs and act on their own with no need for human confirmation? What happens when AI becomes nefarious? Okay, so I'm here with...
I'm Mr. Neil Alex. I'm an AP Environmental Science teacher, geology teacher, and I've taught multiple science classes in my career.
Okay, and we're gonna ask him questions whether these pictures are real or AI.
Okay.
Alright, so do you think this one's real or fake?
Hard to tell. I mean, I don't recognize that, so I can't really say. It looks legitimate.
Okay, so real? That's right.
Looks like a regular reflection of a town on a lake, so I think that looks real.
Wait. What's the... Don't tell him it! Don't tell him it!
I would say that's uncommon. It's just fake, probably.
AI has been taking dangerous turns, and this is something we've been worried about since the dawn of its awakening. Take Terminator, Megan, Blade Runner for instance. AI has the ability to recreate facial structures and voices called deepfakes. Scam callers are now stealing our voices and contacting our loved ones. They're asking for money, addresses, and all. That personal information that grandma would love to give you. Or, well, them.
I'm Mr. Query. I teach computer science at Philosophy.
He knows things. What is your overall stance on AI?
AI is a tool that is being used in a lot of different ways. It's not good or bad, but it just really depends on how you use it. Sometimes people use it as a way to replace their work or to get around doing the things that they're supposed to do.
AI image generation has ran rampant since AI. No longer do you have to spend years honing in on art skills. Now you only need to know how to type up a basic sentence. Sounds cool enough. Where's the harm? Everything around you had to be drawn up at some point, and with each drawing came a price. That money went to very hard-working artists who drew it up. AI eliminates that process. Late Night with the Devil, released March 2024, was a highly anticipated film. All seemed to be fine until viewers took a closer look.
how many rooms?
Clearly this was done by no human. Instead of choosing to hive an artist and provide them with what we all need to live, they choose to cast them aside, leave them struggle so they can go the inexpensive route to pump out cheap content.
Blame the artist for getting the degree that they did if you want, but it still feels bad. AI is based off algorithms. They find and feed off data that comes from just about everywhere, mainly from other people's work. And this isn't just limited to images, it goes to music as well. The Economist says, the lawyering is now happening. The New York Times is suing OpenAI and Microsoft for infringing on the copyright of 3 million of its articles. And Universal Music Group is suing Anthropic for using its song lyrics without permission. Even the top major companies are having troubles fighting AI. AI takes from whoever, it has no feelings. AI models struggle to avoid learning how to draw copyrightable characters. The Snoopy problem. Alright guys, so what's your name? Who are you?
Bien, fan.
Alright, we got the game back there. So as an artist, how do you feel about AI?
I was saying some really good stuff here, if maybe if CapCut fixed their app and things like this didn't happen, but anyways.
And it's unconsensual. So AI takes art from other artists and merges it in a way it's unrecognizable. So many people don't actually realize that AI is stolen.
I see. So AI gets its info from where as other artists?
It steals from other artists, yeah.
I see. And how does AI infect the environment?
So AI is also, there's a lot of effort that's put into the AI learning for the environment. So the computers, and so it takes a lot to keep the both because it takes so much energy, and the second because of all the they need to keep it cool, Yeah. So there's a lot that also goes into that part of AI learning as well.
What do you have anything to say back here about AI?
I mean, as a musician, I don't really think AI can replace us now because all the compositions that AI has put out recently have been very bad. Even no one is gonna listen to them. But I don't know, maybe in the future if they improve, then we should be.
What is your name?
Matt Randall Racho.
Alright, how do you feel about AI?
It's horrible.
Why?
AI is heartless junk stolen from other artists. When you make AI art, you're not expressing yourself whatsoever, you're just writing down words. And also, AI is not progressing well at all in society, especially in our economy, where AI is really expensive to create, so only the rich people get to expand on AI and use it to manipulate people and advertise garbage to people, replace jobs like artists and journalists, and
That's it. And we're in. Who are you?
I am Ivan Navarro.
Who?
This is Rakis.
Or Fortnite, known as GSM Tonic.
English instructor.
What is your stance on AI?
I like it.
Well, I think artificial intelligence is probably wonderful for the world in a lot of ways. I can see a lot of really good things that it can be used for.
Be very beneficial if it's used correctly. Utilize.
It can simplify, it can speed up, it can do all sorts of things. But for an English teacher, kids are using it to cheat, essentially. It's a shortcut to not using their own brain and not using their own talent. And that's
can help sometimes if
using someone else's, which is called cheating.
What kind of changes have you seen in students with this rise of AI?
I'm not sure. I've seen students attempt to use it. So far, we catch them because it's so off of what they can write or what they normally would write. So you just see this huge difference in their normal writing and then this I am keen to tell you about stuff. So far, for the most part, they're caught And they get in trouble for that, of course, because it's called cheating.
So as a teacher, of course, we see that a lot with homework assignments and math, especially, where you could just take a picture of a math problem and it will generate an answer for you, or essay writing and stuff like that.
And I expect by next year at this time, or even by the beginning of next year, that there will be a really good source, internet source like Turnitin.com, one of those that will catch AI.
You have anything to say, or just to students who are currently using AI?
Well, I mean, it always seems like a good idea to use something that shortens the assignment. That's what a calculator is, right? It does seem like a good idea, but English is a little bit of a different format, and almost always we're asking you to use your brain and use your creativity and use your brain cells to create something. So if somebody else is creating it, it's not a shortcut, it's a lie. So I would say don't do that, because anything I grade that you didn't write is useless to you. You won't get anything for it. You won't get anything from that. You won't learn.
What would you say to teachers who are against AI?
I think, I think they should pull up.
As our world progresses, so does our tech. When we're faced with the problem, we'll use all resources possible to solve it. AI is one of them. Volume 21 of Healthy Years says, AI models have become adept at identifying patterns and anomalies that may evade the human eyes. That's true, but AI can still inherit bias from the data that they're trained on. In the same article, it says that it's also important for us to continue to monitor the performance and potential bias of the models, and that the false positive rates between the AI and humans were around the same. Hospital expenses are enough as is already. I don't need a AI scanning charge thrown on top of everything. And a big concern with AI is privacy. Your bone marrow and your blood samples could be being sent to Russia right now. AI. Something fun, something wonderful, and something dangerous. It's nothing to hide your kids and your wives about. It's nothing to hide in your basement and wear a tinfoil hat over. It's just be careful. Because how many people actually fact-checked everything they hear online? How many older people are able to tell the difference between you and the AI you over the phone? Because at what point does AI stop becoming beneficial? We say we use AI to make life easier, and so we let it do one little thing and then another little thing until eventually we stop using humans completely. We'll stop creating for ourselves, we'll stop thinking for ourselves, and we'll believe everything that we see. Because Obama wouldn't really say that.
But someone else would. Someone like Jordan Peele.